Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Praise God. My brother Kiraitu Murungi, my senior, my friend, Priscilla, and your family. We are all gathered here today as your friends to mourn with you on the loss of your lovely daughter. Kiraitu Murungi and his family have been a role model to many of us who come from that part of the country where Kiraitu comes from. He is someone, those of us who are younger than him have always emulated, and we have looked at the journey of Kiraitu Murungi from Chuka High School to Alliance Boys High School to the University of Nairobi to becoming a very, very accomplished legal professional, to becoming a politician, in between to going to Harvard, which is the dream of many lawyers, and to becoming a very successful politician, consistently elected for 30 years uninterrupted. In all these things and in his many successes, Kiraitu Murungi has remained a strong family man, and therefore for those of us who are younger than him, we have learned one or two things about family values and the need to remain committed to family and community. And therefore today I'm here to join my big brother and my friend of many years, the Honorable Kiraitu Murungi, and to tell him we are together. I've been to his home, I've been to his office many times. And I've always told him, when he was in politics and after, that it is for him to call me to where he is. I cannot do the reverse, because that is how we were brought up in that part of the world. So I have come here, not by accident, but I've come here because the pain that my brother and his family is going through is the pain that all of us are going through. I was fortunate when I was a professor at the University of Nairobi to have taught one of his children, Nkava, whom I have seen here. I have not seen her for many years. I just heard Priscilla introducing her here and their husband, Mr. Omondi, whom I have not met. But Mr. Omondi, you need to know now that although Honorable Kiraitu and Priscilla did 99% of the work of preparing your wife, I did 1% because I taught her law at the University of Nairobi. And I remember they were there with P.S. Njogu, I think 1 year difference, but they were in the same time, P.S. Roslyn, Nkava, and others. And she had just come from Alliance Girls. Nkava had come, both of them actually, even P.S. Roslyn, had come from Alliance Girls. So Kiraitu has left a very strong legacy for the family and for us. And Kiraitu is not just a leader for the Meru people. He's been a leader in this country, a successful minister, senator, governor, and many other things. And we have agreed on many of the things that Kiraitu has helped us to believe in. The only thing I'm still negotiating with him is this happiness business, because I am yet really to, I have known him to be very philosophical, very spiritual, very deep-seated, but the issue of happiness, we are still engaging. I am yet to understand what it is all about. Let me say this so that I give room to the church to do what they must do. As we reflect on the life of Anita and Kiraitu's family, it is a good time to reflect about our country, because our nation is formed by the aggregation of the families that constitute the Kenyan people. I want to respectfully request that as we transact our national issues, our national challenges, we must preserve and prioritize national peace and national stability. We take our stability and our peace for granted unless and until when it is taken away. Even for a moment, for a minute, you can see the strain that we put ourselves when our peace, our stability is threatened. We will not agree all the time on all the issues. We cannot agree. We'll disagree on politics, on many issues. But the one thing all of us in government, opposition, and independence, the one thing we must protect jealously is the peace, stability, and cohesion of our country. I want to respectfully request all stakeholders of whatever shade of opinion, of whatever persuasion, to love Kenya more than they love other things, and to preserve Kenya as our homeland. I want to end my remarks by conveying the condolences of President William Ruto, who is out of the country at the moment. The President has been in touch with Governor Kiraitu Murungi directly. He has spoken to him. He has passed his condolences, and he has offered his support directly to the family. And therefore, President Ruto mourns with us. And for those of us who are able to come to Meru on Friday, we will be very happy to see very many of you, because that should mark the final step in the dignified send-off of Anita. I wish you all the best on a happier occasion. I would have said many other things, including the things that I say often, but today is not the day. Let me just give the mic, and as I do so, I see so many friends here, brothers and sisters, former ministers, former senators, MPs, corporate leaders. And sorry, because many of you, because you're leaders in your own right, you would have wanted to speak. But sometimes because of the constraints, please feel respected and appreciated. And thank you very much for coming to stand with us as the Meru community, because our leader, our most successful son, and the person we are all looking up to is Kiraitu Murungi. For you finding time to come and stand with the family of Kiraitu Murungi, you have stood with the Meru community. Thank you very much. God bless you. May Anita's soul rest in peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our Deputy President. Makofi ya Deputy President afadhali. Asante sana. He has represented all of us. So now we are through with the speeches. We are now going to the Holy Mass. So we are starting with the Holy Mass. So let's, I'll request the choir to give us a song as we prepare for the Holy Mass. So please let us not leave so that we we concentrate with the Holy Mass, and then once we are done, we'll give you further guidance. So the choir, please.